Action Comics. Superman, appearing in this issue and in every issue. Superman, by Jerome Siegel and Joe Shuster. Friend of the helpless and oppressed is Superman, a man possessing the strength of a dozen Samsons, lifting and rending gigantic weights, vaulting over skyscrapers, racing a bullet, possessing a skin impenetrable to even steel, are his physical assets, used in his one-man battle against evil and injustice. Editorial offices of the Daily Star, a large metropolitan daily. How one guy could be so meek is beyond me. Here comes Kent now. Look, I'll show you what I mean. Don't make yourself too much of a pest, Curly. Hi, Clarksy. Look, your tie's out. Is it? Thanks for letting me know. You see? Any other guy would have hauled off and socked me in the snoot. But not Clark Kent. No. He thanks me for it. Boy, this is fun. I think I'll do it again. Aw, lay off the poor guy. Look, it's out again. Someone ought to cure Curly of that tie-jerking habit of his. It's annoying the way Clark lets him get away with it. Lois rescues Clark from the pestiferous Curly. Boss wants to see you in his office. Better hurry. You can be certain I will. The Jordan Circus opens in town this afternoon. I think it would be a good idea for you to interview its owner. I'll see him at once. As Clark nears the owner's wagon on the circus lot, he hears voices raised in anger. Sounds like an argument. I'd better wait before entering. Within the wagon. You'll take my offer. Or else. Take you in as a partner? The blazes I would. You've no choice. My notes are coming due, and you haven't the money to pay. Either take me in as a partner, or lose everything. If I do take you in, Derek Niles, I will lose everything, including my self-respect. If you expect to raise money from performances, Jordan, you're completely daffy. People are staying away in droves. We'll see about that. Now get out! As Niles roughly shoulders aside Clark, he is completely unaware he is passing the man who has dedicated his strength and life to helping those in need of assistance. Pardon me, clumsy ox. It's true. I'll lose the circus. My greatest love and life's work. If only I could raise the money. But no, I can't. Beg pardon. I'm from the Daily Star. Have you anything to say for publication? What? Who? Oh, a reporter. You can tell your readers we're here with the greatest circus show on earth. Clowns, animals, acrobats, a fine production, typical of the successes the name of Jordan has been associated with for years. You can tell them, too, that we've hired several hundred extra attendants to help handle the huge audience we expect to have attend. Got that? Yes. This'll make the next edition. Good luck, sir. Poor brave old man. Faced with bitter disappointment and certain defeat, he yet has the courage to keep up an optimistic front. A guy like that deserves a break. And by golly, that's just what I'm going to give him. That afternoon, the circus opens with all its blatant pomp and glory, but plays to a deserted gallery. Ah, I'm supposed to laugh and clown with all those empty seats staring me in the face? Pipe down and go into your act. Sorry, boss. The ticket sales are terrible, just as Niles predicted. But one of the few members of the audience has some pretty definite ideas. The show is good, but it lacks flash, and that's where Superman takes a hand. That evening, within the privacy of Clark Kent's apartment, a miraculous transformation occurs. Off come glasses and street clothes. Clark's meek figure straightens erect. And a few instants later, the retiring reporter is replaced by the dynamic Superman. One lithe step brings the Man of Steel to his open window. And in another moment, his tremendously powerful muscles fling him out into the night like a living projectile. Sometime later, a weird figure hurtles down into the midst of the Jordan circus lot and approaches the owner's wagon. A light still shining at this hour. Poor Jordan. His tortured mind won't let him sleep. Figures. What good are they? They only prove that I'm going to lose what it took my entire lifetime to build up. Turn around, and don't be alarmed. What? A burglar! Well, you've come to the wrong place, fella. You won't find enough in this flop show to buy you a package of cigarettes. You misunderstand. While Jordan spoke, he had slipped an automatic out of a drawer behind him. Suddenly, raise 'em. The next place you're breaking into is jail. If you won't listen to and believe me, there's nothing left for me to do, except to... Keep back! I warn you! Let me have that gun. You're liable to hurt yourself. With an incredibly swift movement, faster than the eye can follow, Superman snatches the gun out of Jordan's hand. Mustn't play with dangerous toys. Then crushes it to a pulp. What the? You squeezed it as though it were made of putty. Who are you? What do you want? I want a job. With your circus. As a professional strongman. But I already have a strongman who can bend iron and lift metal balls. Will you please step outside a moment? Can your strongman do this? Or this? Or this? No. Then I'm your new strongman. But the show isn't making money. I can't afford to pay you. It will be when I start working. What your circus needs is a sensational attraction that'll draw a great gate. Did you ever hear of Superman? Did I? I should say that. Good Lord. Don't tell me that you're... In person. Star attraction of the Jordan Circus. Superman! Working for me! Oh, baby, I'm dreaming! This is too good to be true! It's about time you did retire and dream. It's getting late. Next day, full-page ads appear in all the local newspapers. The world premiere of Superman, Jordan Circus, greatest attraction, superb, magnificent, a modern Hercules, staggers the imagination, must be seen to be believed, and even then, you won't believe it. In Derek Niles' office. Seen the papers, boss? I'm too busy to look at them right now. Well, you're not too busy to read this. An ad of the Jordan Circus. A big fuss over a strong guy. Give me that paper. Well, I don't know what this is all about, but we're looking into this. Come on. Lois Lane, Sob's sister on the Daily Star, also finds the ad of interest. Superman! In person! Here I come! A mob of the curiosity-driven crowds into the circus grounds. Niles and Lois pass within an inch of each other, unsuspecting, that the future will again cause their paths to cross. Look at old Jordan over there, delirious with joy. I don't like the looks of this. I'm stunned, thrilled, money literally pouring into the till. It's incredible, unbelievable, and I owe it all to Superman. The huge seated throngs wait tensely for the big show to begin. Thousands of tongues babble. Who is Superman? Is he human? Why all the fuss about him? Suddenly, with a blaring of trumpets, the circus begins. Clowns frolic, acrobats cavort, animals roar, but the crowd is dissatisfied. We want Superman! We want Superman! Give us Superman! Superman! Acceding to the audience's demands, the ringmaster announces, "It is impossible for us to continue the ordinary show in this bedlam. And so, yielding to your request, we waste no time in presenting Superman!" While cheers ring thunderously about Lois. I'm going to see him again. Superman. My dream lover. Oh, why don't they hurry? The ring is cleared. A professional strongman walks into its center and commences to lift heavy weights. Boo! Boo! So that's Superman? We've been gypped! Give us back our money! Looks like Jordan let fly a boomerang, eh, Niles? And will I laugh when these disappointed customers mob that old fool? At that moment, a figure high overhead seizes a trapeze bar and swings outward in a mad series of wild gyrations. Every eye is glued to it. A slip of the hand, and suddenly, the figure plunges down toward Earth. There's no net! He'll be killed! Oh! Down. Down plunges the figure, twisting and turning with the wild abandon of a high diver, whirling, spinning, somersaulting, and lands to the accompaniment of gasps, feet first, erect, unhurt. Some fun. A forward leap, and the figure seizes both strongman and iron dumbbells, commences juggling them with the greatest of ease. What puzzles me is which is the greatest dumbbell. A loudspeaker blares. Ladies and gentlemen, we give you Superman! It takes a few moments for the audience to collect its senses, but next instant, everyone is on their feet, cheering their lungs out. Holy Moses! The old man's got something! Shut up! I don't want to miss a thing. Down in the ring, you've all heard of an elephant lifting a man. But, did you ever even dream of this? A drunk in the audience takes one look at Superman lifting the elephant and proclaims to the amusement of those about him, I don't mind seeing pink elephants, but this is too much. Let's get out of here. I gotta get where I can think. Think. This calls for a conference. The way money is pouring in, Jordan will be able to pay off his bill in no time. And if he does, we miss getting our hands on that circus of his. Got any ideas? Yes. If accidents started to happen about the circus lot, if several customers and performers were to be injured, by accident, of course, that would be too bad, wouldn't it? The circus would be called jinxed and avoided by the public. I get you. Niles, I've got to hand it to you. You've got brains. when Lois seeks to see Superman after the performance, with other reporters. Sorry, Superman ain't seeing no one. Get moving. But Lois isn't the type to give up easily once she's made up her mind. If I were to conceal myself in his dressing room tonight, I'd catch him when he reported to work in the morning. That evening, Lois breaks into the deserted big tent by crawling under the edge of a canvas flap. Haven't done this since I was a kid. But once within the tent, she halts with a quick intake of breath as she sights a shadowy figure ahead. A prowler! Niles' hireling halts at his labor as he hears a slight noise behind him. Snoopin'. Well, I'll fix that. It's a dame! Cracks, a watchdog pet of the circus, halts on his rounds as he hears a suspicious sound. He charges at the dark figures in the big tent, is kicked unconscious. Take that, you nosy mutt! I've got to get this girl out of here. She saw my face and can identify me. When Lois revives, she finds herself bound hand and foot in Niles' office. It is morning. You were a fool to bring the girl here. Now I've got to get rid of her. Go down to the circus, Trigger, and telephone me when the accidents occur. Okay, boss. Upon reaching the circus grounds, Trigger seats himself at the stand's foot. I want to be able to lam out of here quick when things start popping. And things are going to happen. For Leo has just sauntered through the door of his cage, which Trigger had forced open. Lion! The lion's loose! Run for your lives! But one figure in the lion's path refuses to flee. Superman. He crouches before the jungle beast's leap. Come and get it! With an incredibly agile movement, he twists aside, seizes Leo by the scruff of his neck. Wanna play, huh? And carries the ferocious carnivore back to its cage, as though it were a harmless kitten. Don't you know it's naughty to play hooky from your cage? The audience sinks back into its seats, with sighs of relief. But next instant, they shriek aloud, as a trapeze performer's tampered bar shatters, and she plunges toward Earth. Ah! Springing aloft, Superman catches her in midair, and brings her down to safety. There's something definitely crooked going on. I wonder if... A moment later, the huge pole which holds up the entire big tent, cunningly sawed by Trigger, sways preparatory to crashing. And now this! Seizing the huge pole with a powerful grip, Superman holds it rigid while attendants complete repairs. Crack sure is barking at that guy trying to leave. I wonder if that has anything to do with these accidents, and Crack's having been found unconscious this morning. Suddenly suspicious, Superman grips Trigger. What do you know about these deliberate attempts to ruin the circus? Nothing! Let me go! Superman tosses Trigger high into the air. Yeah! Help! Help me! And catches him when he drops downward. He does this several times. Then, now tell me what I want to know, or next time I toss you up, I won't catch you. Please, don't do it again. Derek Niles hired me. He has a girl reporter in his office now. Is going to finish her off. Off speeds Superman toward Niles' office, running so fast he appears to be a blurred streak of motion. Superman! Huh? Give me that gun! Keep away from me! Those bullets are as harmless to me as peas. He fainted away from sheer fright. Wait! I want to thank you for saving my life. Some other time. The Jordan circus now a success, and Niles and Trigger jailed, Superman dons his guise of Clark Kent and returns to the Daily Star, to be greeted by Curly. Well, well, if that doggone tie of yours ain't out again. You deserve a lesson, and by golly, you're going to get one. Shortly later, as Curly passes a door, a hand reaches out, seizes his clothes, jerks savagely. Why, Curly, you're undressed. And don't forget to read more fun comics.